An intoxicated Silenus was found in the garden of Midas, the king of Phrygia. After 10 days of being entertained by Midas, Silenus was returned to Bacchus. Bacchus was so grateful to Midas that he gave him one wish. Midas, not realizing the consequences, wished that everything he touched be turned to gold. When Midas realized that he was not able to eat, he asked for the curse to be reversed. Bacchus told Midas that bathing in the river Pactolus would remove his thoughtless wish, and that's exactly what King Midas did. Another myth starring Midas was when he was chosen as an umpire in a music competition. Foolishly, he chose Pan's music over the music of the much more powerful god Apollo. As punishment, Apollo gave Midas donkey ears. King Midas was so embarrassed that the only person who ever saw these ears was Midas's barber. The servant whispered the secret in a hole dug into a field. When this hole grew weeds in the spring, the secret grew with them and was spread by the winds for all to hear. Aesculapius was the child of Apollo and an unfaithful mortal. When he was just a baby, Apollo left him in the care of the wise centaur Chiron. As he grew older, Aesculapius wanted Chiron to teach him everything in the art of healing. However, when Aesculapius became so powerful and so talented that he could raise the dead, Zeus killed him. The Dionysides were the 50 daughters of Dionysus, whose cousins wanted to marry them. Not wanting to be married, the Dionysides fled to Argos with their father. After they reached the island, there is a break in the story. When it resumes, the daughters and cousins are married. At their wedding feast, their father instructed each girl to kill her spouse in their sleep. The majority of the daughters followed this murderous plan. Hypermnestra was the one daughter who went against her father's orders. She woke her spouse, and together they ran away. She was imprisoned for her disobedience, but eventually she was freed and lived in happiness with her husband. The other 49 daughters were punished for murder in the underworld by having to eternally carry water in leaking jars. Glaucus was a fisherman. One day, Glaucus noticed that the fish he caught were acting very strangely. He took a bite of the grass that his fish were lying on. It turned out to be magical grass, and made him yearn for the sea. The sea gods liked Glaucus and turned him into a half-man, half-fish creature. Glaucus soon fell in love with the nymph Scylla. He was heartbroken when she did not love him back. Determined to attain her love, Glaucus asked Circe to make him a love potion for Scylla. Circe refused because she had fallen in love with Glaucus. Glaucus did not love her back. Circe was so jealous of Glaucus's love for Scylla that she made Scylla an evil potion. She sprinkled this potion into the water, where Scylla would soon be bathing. As soon as Scylla got in the water with the potion, she was turned into a hideous monster. Erysichthon was foolishly cutting down an oak tree sacred to the god Ceres. When she saw, she decided that he must be punished. Ceres talked to Famine and asked her to take possession of Erysichthon. Famine did just that. Under Famine's terrible curse, the more Erysichthon ate, the hungrier he became. After Erysichthon had spent all of his money on food trying to fulfill his hunger, he resorted to selling his daughter. However, right before the daughter was to be taken away, she prayed to Poseidon to save her. Poseidon listened and turned Erysichthon's daughter into a fisherman moments before she was going to be taken away. As his daughter returned, Erysichthon realized that he could sell her again and again, because each time Poseidon would give her another temporary form and save her. Sadly, the money was never enough to settle Erysichthon's hunger, and eventually he killed himself.